Friday, man. We're gonna go ahead and get up in here. Make sure that we got some sound. What's good? What's good with you all? Let's do a sound check real quick. Yo, 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 yo. All right, we there. All right, cool. What's going on, man? Find this volume. All right, bring it down about right there. All right, cool. What's good? What's good, man? We here today to talk about guitar pedals and VST sounds and everything like that. I was trying to do it last night and ran into some technical difficulties with the internet. Don't know what was going on last night with the internet, but maybe they was working on stuff with the network behind the scenes. Didn't get an email from the ISP, internet service provider. So I don't know, but we're gonna try to do it again today. And hopefully we don't run into any hiccups or whatnot. But what we're going to talk about is how you can take guitar pedals and enhance your VST sounds. The reason why I'm doing this is because, number one, I think when you use a plugin, it's all great and dandy. But what if you get into a moment where you want to use a real cool VST plugin and you're pretty much hitting the limit on your CPU usage, or let's say, for instance, you hit the limit on your CPU usage and you really can't take advantage of multiple different effects, especially something major like a reverb or delay effect or whatnot. And I'm gonna show you guys like how this can not only, take down the CPU usage on your session, but also you can use it as a creative tool as well. There's a lot of stock sounds that you use in your DAW that may be bland, or you may have a VST sound or VST instrument that may be bland, but it has reverb on it and it still sound bland. There's a lot of VSTs out there that you pay money for, and then they got some watered down reverb that really doesn't add any life to the sound or doesn't add any dimension or depth to the sound or whatnot. That's where you can kind of step in and utilize the guitar pedal, and also show you guys that guitar pedals aren't just made for guitars. If you really do your research on synthesis and sound designing with synthesizers, you'll notice that a lot of people that do synthesis and sound designing, and create sample packs and loops and stuff like that, the guitar pedal is a really, really versatile tool in that process. And I'm going to show you guys just a little bit of this today, or whatnot. So this is not going to be a beat making video. It's going to be more of a creative how-to, or not a how-to, a creative process workflow type video. So if you're all about learning something new, this live stream is going to be for you and everything like that. So let's go ahead and get into it or whatnot, man. We're going to go ahead and transition into Ableton Live, and get this party started just right. All right. So in Ableton Live, what we're going to talk about is primarily the stock sounds in Ableton Live. If you know anything about Ableton Live, you will know that the stock sounds suck. Stuff like that. Most people like them. I don't like them, especially for hip hop. They good, but they ain't good. You feel me? So I'm looking for my headphone. All right. Give it a little bit more back. All right, so we're gonna really kind of like go over that and really, talk about like how you can take a stock sound, whether it's in Reason, Fruity Loops, Ableton Live, Logic, Cubase, whatever you use to make beats in, and you can really, you can really profit off of that, or whatnot. So Ableton Live is a real good example because some of their stock sounds sound good and some of them sound like poo-ya. You feel me? They sound like some poo-poo. Give me 1 second, y'all. Trying to get some brakes changed here or whatnot. All right, cool. So with that being said, we're going to take a look at a couple of stock sounds, and we're going to see what it do. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pause this track. All right, cool. And we're going to say a quick prayer. Lord have mercy. I pray that the internet work for this live stream. In Jesus' name. All right, cool. Amen. All right, so because I got to, man, the internet be tripping in my area or whatnot. All right, so let's get started. first things first, man. What I did in the search browser here, I typed in sine. All right. A sine wave is like a basic wave and a very, very common wave that's used in sound design when it's, saying adding a wave table to that part of the synthesis or an oscillator. Somehow, some way, a sine wave is going to be a part of a synth or synthesis, or whatnot. So I typed in sine in the browser in Ableton Live, right? And what we're going to do is just basically drag over a patch. Now, this is a basic sine key. And we're going to find another sound here. We can work with that because I like the harmonics in it. So I'm just going to drag this over here and keep it in this session because I want to use the drums as a part of the, the ambiance of what we got going on here. And let me see if I can get any of the, let's see here. Trying to find the drum sounds here. All right, cool. And we'll solo this right here. All right, so we got this solo. And so the sound that we're using in Ableton Live is called mellow sine keys. All right, mellow sine keys. And we're going to just play something here. Very nice sound, right? Now we do have some built-in reverb. If you can see over here in the top left corner, we got some chorus and we got some reverb or whatnot. And it sounds good. Now, if you know anything about sound, you want to hear sound in depth. If you're really about sound quality, you want to hear it in depth, not really left and right as you hear it in the headphones. If you got it on speakers or headphones, you want to hear front to back. All right. Anytime you're dealing with effects, time-based effects or whatnot, time-based effects is based on front to back imagery. Okay. Left to right is more of balance. You see what I'm saying? The reason why I'm bringing that up because a lot of times with plug-in effects or things in the software, when it comes to time-based effects, reverb, delay, or modulation, the interpretation of what you're hearing is a balance. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not really dimensional or depth, which is front to back. It's more of left to right. You see what I'm saying? So when you hear this, if you really, really hear, and if you was in the studio hooked up to my headphone jack on my interface, you will hear that you're straining to hear front to back, but you could definitely hear balance left to right. You feel what I'm saying? And really that effect that you're hearing is more of a vibe. It's giving you atmospheric vibe, but it's not really giving you it's not giving you a real rich, organic, original sound. So you're really trying to like, okay, that's cool in your head, like that sounds really nice, but it's not like that deserves to be on that sound. And that's where, any outboard effects processor will come in clutch at. Okay. All right. Now I got everything. I had some issues last night, you feel me? But I got everything straight tonight. All right. So what we're gonna do is hook up basically our external audio effect plugin to this particular instrument, and then we're gonna run the sound out of the interface and to the instruments. And what I'm gonna do is show you guys how this process is going and everything like that. All right. So first things first, we're just gonna go into Ableton Live and look for our external audio effect router, and that would be down this way right here. So far so good. The internet is working. Definitely it wasn't me last night, because man, I ain't gonna lie to you, I was tripping last night. I was as the word we say in my home state of Louisiana, I was drove. Like I was pissed the fuck off. and stuff like that. Because I was really trying to be great, and I thought I was gonna be great that night too. And the internet just was tripping, man. So we're gonna set up our outputs for 7. We're gonna go out mono. Now this is the killer. I'm going out mono on output 7, coming back in on 7 and 8. The reason why I'm doing that is because I'm running it through a channel strip over here. And I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my second camera angle here. And before I do that, let me prep that camera angle here for you guys. Just give me 1 second. Let me bring that up. There we go. All right, cool. I'm gonna put that right there. All right, so basically, and I'm gonna use my laser pointer here, so don't freak out. But basically, right here is our channel strip. All right, this is the ART Pro Channel 2. All right, I'm running out, and you can see the little 1/4-inch cable right here. All right, I'm running a 1/4-inch cable in the high Z input. All right, because everything that comes out of the DAW or come out of your interface is gonna come out hot. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna come out hot. So what I'm gonna do is go into here on the Motu outputs and just make sure that my outputs are set at 0. Now I can control how much, you know what I'm saying, gain is gonna come out if I'm coming hot into the channel strip. But we already did a test on this, and at 0 we're good. All right, so that's one of the first things you probably want to double check, is to make sure that you're coming in at an adequate volume. All right, and then you could do your gain staging, you know what I'm saying, on your channel strip or whatever processor you're going to run your sound through first. And I'll explain that here in a few. All right, what we're going to do also is to check our inputs on your interface. So I have my inputs on my interface set at 12. For some reason, when I run it through my mixer, you're gonna see here in a few minutes that the mixer just really doesn't put out a lot of volume. So I have to compensate that volume coming back in on the inputs of the interface. So that's why I have my stereo inputs set at 12 dB, and then I can gain stage down from there in the DAW. All right, let's go back over here to the processor. Okay, and I'm gonna play some music in the background for you guys. All right, I'm gonna turn that down real quick while I do this explanation. All right, cool deal. So check this out. We're coming in mono on the channel strip, right? All right, let's go ahead and turn that on. I'm gonna warm up that tube real quick. All right, so I can gain stage on this knob. That's the preamp knob right there. All right, gain stage, get a nice little warm sound on the synth or whatnot. The reason why I do that is because I kind of want to change how the synth sounds. I don't want it to sound digital, because if I go ahead and bypass that and I play these keys, and let me go back up here. When I play these keys, real clean sound, right? Clean, 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 clean sound. But with the preamp, what it's going to do is just kind of color the sound a little bit. It's going to give it more of a not a dirtier sound, but just kind of color it a little bit, warm it up a little bit. That's what the preamp is going to do. And then from there, I'll do like a high cut if need be, increase the impedance if I want to get a little bit more out the sound. And then from there, I'll go to the compressor section. If I want to compress the sound, cool, not a problem. Or I could use this effect here or this effect here to compress the sound. It just depends on how I want to do it in the routing process. But for the most part, I'll start in this compressor section, compress it like I want to, not going crazy with it, but compress it. Then we got a 4-band EQ right here. So now not only I can compress the sound, but I can shape the tone of the sound as well. You could say 80% of the time it's going to sound good. I don't need to mess with the EQ, but it's there. And then control the output right here and stuff like that. We got a VU meter just to watch our controls and everything like that. Now from there, this is where the magic happens. All right. And let me adjust the camera back down. Y'all just give me 1 second. Let me get my life together and bring that down. All right, cool. So from there, what we do is from that channel strip, it goes right now, channel 7 is routed to go through this pedal, and then it's routed to go through these pedals here. All right. And let me adjust that one more time. All right, cool. These pedals here. So it goes to the chroma console pedal, and then it goes into this modulation pedal, this little small sonic kick pedal. Then it goes into here, 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 and here. Now I want to tell you about these pedals right here. All right. These are some Amazon pedals. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm very frugal with my money, and I know the difference between good stuff and stuff that sound good on a budget. This pedal, this pedal, this pedal, this pedal, and this pedal, Amazon. You feel me? Amazon all day, every day. This is $50. This is about $55, $60. This one about $80, 70 and 70. You see what I'm saying? You get all of that right there, and they sound really, really good. This one right here was about a good, cool 180. This is a Keeley brand pedal. It sounds really, really good. Got some atmospheric lo-fi vibes to it or whatnot. I have this one right here. Even though it's a reverb and delay combined pedal, it gives off a synthwaves 80s sound. Okay, this is just a multi effect modulating type of pedal. So you have a lot of phasers, flangers, chorus, and tremolo and rotary effects all built into this little pedal right here, where you can kind of switch and stuff like that. Real cool. And this is where the magic happens at. We have more reverb and delay pedals. So this is a reverb and delay combined pedal. Got some really good stuff in here. And then this is a reverb pedal by itself. And then this one is a delay pedal by itself. So these pedals I can combine. Let's say turn this one on. I could turn this one on, and I can get a flavor out of these two pedals. If I want to add more reverb, I can turn the reverb on here and leave the delay off. You see what I'm saying? So you get a lot of different options. You see what I'm saying? Or whatnot. All right. Turn those off. Or if I want to get really, really creative, you know what I'm saying, I can go to the chroma console, do what I got to do here, and then, you know what I'm saying, come down here and use any of these pedals down here for as reverb or delays is concerned. Now, only reason why I have the chroma console hooked up to those other 5 pedals is because the chroma console is cool. It sounds really, really good, but the fusion section only has really one reverb effect, 2 delay effects, and they sound really, really good. But if I want a lot of reverb, I just don't want to be stuck on using the reverb and I don't have no delay effects and I have to go into another pedal. So that's why I have it hooked up to these right here. Okay. So that's the downfall on the chroma console. The only downfall is that it doesn't give you enough delay or reverb effect that I would like personally or whatnot. Okay. And that's all those pedals are channel 7. Channel 8, we don't have it hooked up to channel 8, but channel 8, basically it goes up to this Behringer channel strip I have here, which is, let me get this camera frame right. All right, cool. This channel strip right here. Now this channel 8 is going into here. Now I have an XLR hooked up to the input here because this multi-effect pedal down here, the Liveaxtion, it could take in some very, very hot signals. So I got the XLR balance input just so we can, you know, saying control humming or any other high interference type noises and stuff like that. But I'm just really using it for the Midas preamp that they have right here. This Midas preamp section right here. And then if I need to, I can compress it, because sometimes the VST instruments, they get a little out of whack. So I can add a little bit of mild compression, add a little touch of high end, low end, gate the sound if I need to, and DS any harsh frequencies coming out of these VSTs, because these VSTs do get a little harsh. Okay. And then from there, from this channel strip, it's going into this Liveaxtion MG30 pedal right here. All right. This pedal is awesome. You know what I'm saying? It gives you everything that you need. All those pedals I showed you is packed in here. I use this multi-effect pedal processor for primarily virtual guitars. Not really too much on synth. I used to use it before you know what I'm saying? But I use it primarily for my virtual guitars because they got really good amp sims, really good cabinet sims, and really good effects tailored to guitar playing, or whatnot. I kind of don't want to go into depth as far as what this thing can do, but I mean, you have this many. I mean, you got tons of presets in here. I mean, I'm still going. Each number has 3 letters for presets, and sometimes 4. So you do 32 times 4, 32 times 3, you get a gist of what it could do. When you go into edit mode and you press on this rotary button here, you could just go through the different amp sims. I mean, boom, there it is. And you can see, like, we have a wall pedal section, compressor section, gate section, for us, like overdrive and distortion pedals. We have an amp, cab IR, EQs. We have sends and returns. So these purple cables, this purple and green cable, I can send the green out mono signal into, let's say, one of my other guitar pedals that I have. So let's say, for instance, I got like a I don't know, like a, you know, a boutique pedal, kind of like this right here. So I got this right here. I want to send the signal coming from this particular guitar effect. I want to send it through this compressor right here because the other compressors in there suck. I can use the send and return section, move it around with the flexible routing that they have, so I can move the compressor section back here to the front, however I want to do it, and I can run my signal through here. So this is Electro Harmonics platform stereo compressor, right? All right, cool. Back to explaining what's going on with this bad boy. We have the modulation effects here, delay, reverbs, and then you can control your volume coming out. Okay. Now, each of these effects, you have a lot that you can choose from. This is the modulation. And I mean, we just turn it. You get all of these, man. So you go to reverb. Delays. Different type of delays. Reverb. Different reverbs. You go to the amps. I mean, you think of your favorite amp, they probably have an emulation of it. Bass amps. Acoustic guitar amplifiers. You know what I'm saying? Clean tone amps and some dirty tones, vintage tones, jazz tones. I mean, you name it. You get all of that in the Liveaxtion MG30. Y'all definitely go check it out, man. Or whatnot. So that is the Liveaxtion MG30. So that is my channel 8, you know what I'm saying, pedals, or whatnot. But I say all of that to say that, you know, between channel 7 over here and channel 8, they get some down into this mixer right here. All right. And I'm only using this mixer for routing purposes. So right now you're hearing me on channel 1. That is going into the interface, you know, saying by way of a bus track, which is sub 1 and 2. I got that running in channel 1 and 2. These 4 tracks are not being used. That's why they're muted. And then we have channel 7 right. Yeah, channel 7 is right here, believe it or not. And then channel 8 is right here. And then this is my Bluetooth input, you know, 1/4 inch input all around auxiliary track right here. And then this track right here, 5 and 6, is actually used to run computer sound or whatnot. And then all of that is being fed through 1 and 2, which is being fed into 7 and 8 on the interface. So you kind of get a gist of what's going on or whatnot. It's a very complex routing for a newbie, but for me, it makes sense. I mean, it's super easy for me. But anyway, what we're going to talk about, just to explain to you the routing. All right. We're going to put this back up here on the Chroma console first, and we're going to talk about that. So we're going to get into the sound demos of what we're talking about. All right. So the purpose of the video is to enhance the sound, right? We're going to turn that shit off. All right. We're not even going to worry about the reverb. We're not going to worry about the chorus. Dry sound. Now, you may think you're hearing reverb, but that's actually the release of the instrument, whatever keys it is. And it is the synth keys. So when you have that release, it's a long release. We're going to shorten it up. So it's a 1.95, almost a 2-second release. Let's shorten it up to a 1-second release. And if you shorten that release a little bit more, You see what I'm saying? So that's to prove to you I don't have any reverb on there, but I'm gonna keep it at a second, and we can get a lush sound out of that. All right. So we got everything hooked up. We're gonna go ahead and initiate the external audio effect. This is where the real magic is gonna happen. All right. We have. Let me get this into more of an equal box because I'm not gonna show anything VST like, so you can see everything on the screen. All right, cool. So we're gonna go through the Chroma console. I'm gonna turn it off, right? No sound, but you could definitely see the sound up here on the channel strip, right? Right up here. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of like gain stage. So I'm gonna turn down the tube. I got my compressor and EQ bypassed. All right. I'll go back here in Ableton Live and just kind of adjust the dry wet mix knob. And the only reason why is because you got to remember we're in mono. So right now you're hearing it in mono. You don't hear that stereo spread. Again, we're running out of the DAW in mono. The thing about guitar pedals and multi-effect pedals or any other stereo effect processor outboard is you can run a mono signal in the circuitry of the modulation, stereo modulation, stereo delay, or stereo reverb. It does, I'm gonna say magic, but what it does is it basically creates a stereo signal on the output. You see what I'm saying? So now when I turn on the Chroma console pedal here, and let's go down here. Let me tell my remote, hey buddy, we're going down, and I may have to use the software. Y'all give me 1 second. Remote got a little sleepy there. There we go, my boy. All right, cool. All right, so we're gonna turn this pedal on. It's lit up. I'm gonna go ahead and turn these down. And we're going to turn this on the reverb. All right, the reverb section of the green column. And I'm going to increase it. So you can almost hear like it's basically making it, stereo. And because it's Chroma console, it's gonna give off kind of like these lo-fi vibes. Now we're gonna go ahead and initialize the character mode. All right, and we can kind of clean up the sound a little bit. So what we're doing is utilizing the drive circuit that they have in here. So that's just all that's going to do is just kind of add overdrive the signal, push it, really, really push it. All right. It's almost like a preamp being driven like crazy. And we go and we tilt it to the left, we're going to get a darker sound. If we go to the right, we're going to get a brighter sound. Or we can do the sweeten. Now, if you hear that reverb sound, you will hear more front to back sound and not left to right. Okay? Listen to it again. When you're listening, it's a deep listening. When you're listening deep and that sound goes way back there in that ear canal, that's when you know you have depth. You have dimension to the sound. I'm going to go ahead and hit the dry wet mix knob on that, and I'm going to turn the reverb on here. Listen to your ear canal all the way back to your eardrums. That's the pedal. All right, and we'll turn up the reverb just a little bit. You'll notice there's a difference. There's not depth. Now keep in mind, we're going mono out, coming back in stereo, and we're dealing with a lot of different electronics. We're running it through a mono channel strip, running it through a pedal, which is stereo, running it through a mixer, and then coming back in on the DA converter, or whatnot. So it's going through a lot of hoops. So that's why when you hear it through the actual instrument in a DAW, you're just hearing the digital sound. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's made for. The creativity side of things is making that signal unique on each point of the outboard process. My bad. Whether it's shaping the tone on the channel strip, shaping the tone on the pedal, then shaping the tone on the mixer, running it back in through your through your DA converter, and then even adjusting the preamps on your interface. It's uniquely created on that signal, and that's why it has a special touch to it. So when I play this, that's the plugin built into Ableton Live. But when I turn on the outboard processing, very lush. Take it back a little bit on the output. And then we can, let's say, put a compressor on the last stage, on the texture stage. Then gain stage on the mixer. So I'm going to show you guys gain staging on the mixer. And y'all just give me 1 second. Let me adjust this on this doggone software zooming thing here. All right, there we go. All right. So when I gain stage on the fader, I'm looking at my interface and making sure that the input volume is matching the output volume on the interface itself. All right. And when I hit it like that, see what I'm saying? And then I could take it up a little bit more for as, let's say, for instance, why the hell, y'all just give me 1 second. Remote tripping. All right, cool. So I can go up here and I can increase the impedance of that preamp, right? Add a little razzle dazzle to it, come back down here, and then I can EQ it here, for example. And my EQ was actually, the high EQ was down a little bit there. You see what I'm saying? It's just really kind of playing with it. Take all the effect off of the Chrome console. And then we could add some movement. So let's add like a vibrato. Let's play that with the track. Okay, just to give you an idea. If you don't like using that, turn that bad boy off. All right, and then we can kind of go down here and now incorporate some of this stuff down here. So I'm gonna use the echo verb for example, right? All right, we're gonna go ahead and initiate that. I'm gonna turn on the delay first. Focus on the reverb. So you can hear that a little bit. And we can shape the tone here. It's going to add like a little bit of high EQ to that. All right, that's that reverb, right? Take it down a little bit, and then we can add a little bit of delay to that. And then we could kind of tap that tempo in. That red light is moving to the tempo. And what you're doing with this particular reverb is just kind of shaping that level for us, how much delay or reverb you want, right? And play that one more time. See what I'm saying? And so, I'm just trying to get something fixed here real quick. So I'm gonna add the chroma console in here. All right. Yeah. Let me turn these modules off. All right. And we have the squash on. So all this is going to do is compress the signal. Turn that reverb down a little bit. All right, cool. So let's say you don't like that one and you want a cleaner reverb. This is going to be a cleaner reverb for you. This is running mono, okay? The chroma console is running out stereo, but we still coming in mono, right? But this is a true stereo reverb. About this big, this wide. You feel what I'm saying? It's about that wide. About the size of my phone. Just to give you an idea, right? Okay. Look at how big that reverb is. This is now really, this reverb is going to really show you depth. Okay. Versus, okay, hold on. That's the pedal. We're going to turn the pedal off. Now, what we're going to do is turn the actual instrument reverb on. Turn the pedal back on. Oh, I'm sorry. Turn the process back on. Very wet. Let's go ahead and turn that decay down just a tad bit. Woo. All right. Turn the pedal off. I'm gonna keep this circuit on so it can go through the chroma console and you can hear the difference. All right. Turn the reverb on at about 35. Turn that pedal back on. That thing is swirling deep in your ear canal and swirling around your eardrum. That's depth. It's totally different. I'm gonna hit the chords again. Turn this back on at 35. Again, it's balance. It sounds good, but it ain't swirling in that eardrum. You got balance, a nice balance. It's kind of like boom, like that. But with that pedal, it's more of boom. It's like more of this. You know what I'm saying? It's not like hitting you and coming back. It's more of this right here. It just keeps going. Okay. So that's what this pedal does. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the instrument. Pedal. Now, what we'll do is turn on the delay. Now, this is really where it's gonna get start cutting up. I'm gonna turn the reverb off, and you just hear how deep this delay can get. Let's increase the mix at about 50%. Now, let's time it with the drums. Now, I can set this and tap the delay. Just trying to get a nice tempo. All right, let it register. Let me see here. So that's all delay. That's not the reverb. So when we add the reverb in there, you're going to get a really, really deep sound. That took about 4 or 5 seconds. Delay and reverb on those pedals. All right, let's play it with the track. Okay, now let's say that was too much reverb. We'll bring it down a little bit. You'll notice like it's a different vibe now. So when you play it now, see what I'm saying? So making that small adjustment on the reverb, it'll have you kind of change up your play, because even that small dry wet mix knob change on the reverb pedal, it still gave you the interpretation of, I can vibe with it a little differently or whatnot. That's why you can get enhancements on your sounds. Now we're going to change it up, and we're going to go to more let's go and pull up like an actual VST, because I kind of want to show you now, not only with stock sounds that you could do it, but you could take your favorite rumplers and, you can make those things really, really stand out. So we're going to use Expand here. Expand is an OG rumpler synth that's been around for, since I started producing. It's been around for about a good 18 years, if not 17 years. And it's just a basic rumpler from Air and stuff like that. And we're going to get like a generic synth patch that they have in here, something like a soft lead here. And we're going to try to get something that doesn't have the plus. Perfect. A square lead. What we're going to do is turn off. Damn. Okay. Hold on a second. We ain't got no effects on. Let's turn off the pedals, right? It's got delay in here. Let me turn that down. Okay, it's built with the delay. So whatever that wave file is that they have on there, it has the delay. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. It does. Yeah, it's built in. So that's the software delay. So however they built that instrument, that delay is on there, because I got all the effects off, as you can see on the screen. All right. So what I'm going to do on the pedals, I'm going to turn off that delay pedal. We're only going to use the reverb. Okay. We're going to turn down the reverb a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to show you, we're going to turn the reverb on. Okay. I'm just going to turn it up a little bit on the instrument itself, the reverb in the instrument, right? You hear that reverb? It's kind of like, you hear it, but it's like that reverb ain't giving it to me. So what you normally do is you'll crank that reverb up some more. And you start doing all that fancy stuff when you're playing, and it's kind of like it's too much reverb and it sounds shitty and sterile. Very ringy. Now, you turn that reverb off, and we're going to turn the reverb on. Let me hit that bad boy on. All right, we can hear the static noise. Anytime you hear that static noise, that ground noise, you got your electronics on. So now what we're going to do is turn on the reverb, and we're going to adjust it just a little bit. And I barely just turned this knob. Let's go to 50%, and you're going to see how much reverb you got in here. Sheesh. And people, I'm really not doing that much to that. I'm talking about like a pre-delay in the middle, a very short decay. I'm not even past 50%. I could crank it up to about 75%. Now check this out. A $75 pedal. I'll give it take about an 8 second delay. 8 second decay time. And it's still going. cutoff point. That's a long ass decay, man. That's the pedal versus what you have built in or whatnot. And I think this is where a lot of plugin companies, that's where the market of buying a reverb plugin. Do you really need to spend $100 on a reverb plugin? I'm just saying, when you could pay $70 from something El Cheapo, and this is not a good reverb, folks. Let me tell you something. There's some $200 pedal reverbs out there that will kick this pedal ass, like real talk. This is one of them right here. Let's turn this bad boy on. Let's not fuck with that one. You know what that one do. Let's turn on this $200 reverb right here. We're going to put it in a spring reverb. All right. That's the delay in the plugin. Okay. The delay built into the plugin, or should I say the sound, right? We ain't got no reverb. Let's go ahead and crank it up at 50%. Let's go ahead and blend the sound in. Instantaneously, you're already hearing reverb. Spring. And that's not stereo, that's mono. As I increase the rate, look how deep that bad boy get. That's the decay all the way up. And you get more of your traditional spring. That's what we're used to in virtual instruments, very sharp reverbs, right? Increase that decay all the way. Just get crazy with it. So I'll put the decay at 50%. Now we're going to increase the decay, or how much reverb we're going to get, right? The blend knob. Now I'm going to go crazy with the decay. That one was pretty good. It wasn't as deep as the stereo one, the El Cheapo one or whatnot, man. But it gave you a nice little decay sound, right? Okay. Take down the warmth. And blend it back in. Now let's play with the drums. Little overkill. Let's unsolo what we got here and the track. All right, we're gonna play it with the hook. And 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so let's say, for instance, you wanted more reverb. Let's crank it up to about 75%. when you stop the music, it's still going and stuff like that. So that's just really kind of like the reverb stuff, the delay stuff or whatnot. Now let's talk about like, you know, saying this plugin, this pedal over here. And this is the different modulations we can get out of here. Okay, so let's turn that volume back up. You can hear that flanging going on, right? So let's play it with the track. Just with a little gain stage and whatnot, so you can really kind of get some good tones or whatnot. Let's choose another synth in here. We're just gonna turn off everything here. Turn off that reverb. We got a delay on somewhere. I can't find where that delay is. Okay, so Expand just got this delay on here. What the hell? Okay, let me test something here. Get another synth sound. Let's choose another one. I just wanted to make sure that that delay wasn't any of the pedals. Yeah, that's definitely the instrument. I didn't know this doggone instrument had this much delay on the doggone sounds. Again, we back at our square lead here. This is a good example. Okay, we don't have nothing going on. Okay, my camera is tripping. It is freezing up. All right. Yeah. Camera doing some fugazi shit. But what we're gonna do is just turn off the effects. All right. And what we're going to do now is turn on this silver reverb here. Look like my internet is starting to trip out. It could be the browser that I'm using, but that just tells me that it's time to go now. Whoa. Yeah, we definitely having some issues. Let me do this. Let me go ahead and turn this extra camera off here. And let me change camera signals. I think we got some camera issues going on here. Yeah. Y'all just give me 1 second here. I'm quite sure you guys can hear me. All right. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to have to reset this camera. Obviously, we got camera connections. Issue or whatnot. So just give me 1 second, y'all. I apologize. I should have known better because that other way face camera it just be tripping. It just be tripping, man. I'm gonna have to draw this camera mode here and do it this way. Y'all just give me 1 more second, bro. Just keep bear with your boy 1 more second. There we go. Give me 1 more second, y'all. It connected, but then it lost its connection. Well, at least the share screen worked. Boy, I can't get right with these damn cameras. All right, there we go. All right, cool. That's just going to be our main camera for right now. Y'all know who I look like and everything like that. So let's keep it rocking and rolling. So what we're going to do now is just go ahead and turn. What the fuck is going on? My shit tripping, bro. Like, ew. I'm trying to keep it right here and it keeps resetting. Man, what the hell, bro? Man, what kind of wizardry this is going on here? Oh, man. So this is my second. God damn. I tell you, boy. Something ain't right. Let's remove that source there. Maybe it's getting confused. Give me 1 more second. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna go to my backup alternative situation. Reset watch. Bitch. Okay. Let's do it like this. I guess I have to manually. Shit. Okay, we'll do it like this. I'll turn on the reverb and I'll call it a day. Because it definitely is just a get a drift type situation. So we have the reverb pedal on right here. And now we can play that sound in the track. And now when we put that reverb pedal on there, it just kind of gave it a little bit more depth. So again, sound with a plug-in left to right, this is more up and down. It just sits in the mix just right. See what I'm saying? So that's basically how you can do that. Now, what we're going to do is switch gears and we're going to go to the MG30 and then just kind of want to show you guys what you could do with this bad boy, even with synths and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and switch the input really quick. We're going to go ahead and turn on our channel strip. And we're going to turn that up here. All right, so we got sound coming out of here. This does not have any output meters, so I definitely have to rely on, you know, my ears and everything. So we're going to go and start on a blank slate here. Got a couple of presets already in here. So nothing on here. ahead and turn off the amps. All right. Now this is a true stereo pedal. So if we were to turn on the delay, go into edit mode, let's go down to delay, and now we could choose this a Boss digital delay pedal. Now this one, it's almost like it's limited, but it's not limited on the sound. You see what I'm saying? If we go to the EQ portion of the pedal, we can kind of go here and we can turn up the volume so we can gain stage a little bit. All right, go back to that delays. Turn up that delay effect a little bit. Okay, we can go here. We got a modulated delay. Okay, so that's the modulated delay there. If we turn it again, we get a tape echo. So this one, it has a good control on dry wet balance. You hear more of the synth, where they're down here, because it was running in mono. You had a tube circuit. You had like a tube circuit going on. Then you had a doggone a tube circuit, and then lushness right here. This is more kind of like a digital control plug-in, if anything, because it's modeled. These over here on the right, on the other hand, those were more analog pedals. This is more digital modeled. So that's why you hear more of the dry sound than you do the actual effect. Okay, just wanted to bring that out. So that's why you have to really crank the level up on these effect pedals here on the multi-effect pedal. See what I'm saying? And that's the tape echo. All right. Let's say you want to do a reverse delay. So this had a dry wet mix knob. Turn the mix knob all the way 100%. And mix it in with the dry signal. Because this is a fun device too. Like that right there. So I hope you kind of like saw what that one was kind of capable of right there. Let me turn this camera just a little bit. I'm scared to do anything with this thing or whatnot. Let me see if it'll allow me to zoom. Okay, let me use the software then. My boy. Let's zoom in just a tad bit. It's gonna reset my zoom too. Man, what the fuck going on with this damn thing, bro? Yeah. I don't know what the hell. Yeah. All right. So Ozbot. I ain't buying another camera from Ozbot. Stick to Logitech. Jeez. All right. So we can't zoom in. I was going to try to show the effects. All right. We got a pan delay here. Now this doesn't sync, so you definitely have to know how to adjust delay times. So that's a pan delay, is moving left, right, right. And then this is duo time, and I'm not gonna go through all of these. But now let's say, for instance, I like what the pan delay was doing. Let's say you wanted to add a reverb. Now we'll go to reverb, and we got these different reverb modules. We have looked at what a hall plate reverb, spring reverb does. Let's check out this shimmer. All right, shimmer is really, really cool. Just to give you an idea of what the reverb can do. So that little bright sound that you hear on the tail end, that's the shimmer. Let me bring it in some more. It's almost like it's adding a metallic sound to it or whatnot, okay? There it is. You have to kind of blend it right between the shimmer and the mix. That actually fits the song really, really good. All right. So that's what that is. You can still hear the shimmer going on or whatever the case may be. Now, if you want to get a little bit exotic, you can go ahead and throw in like the effect pedal here. We'll navigate down there. And then now you can add like a 2 screamer to it. A blues overdrive pedal, something real light, like what they call that, a clone type pedal, a rat type of pedal. Buzz. You turn off the delay. You see what I'm saying? You can really overdrive your tone. Now you hear that noise in the back. That's by design, right? With this pedal to give you an authentic feel. You can go ahead and put a gate on that. Let's initialize that gate. There it is. So I put a gate on that and it takes that background noise out. So now you're overdriving, and now if you want to mix in a little bit of that reverb, go back to your reverb, adjust the mix knob. adjust the output. And that's the shimmer reverb. So it's kind of like, you know, this is an all-in-one solution. If you don't have like all this, you know, if you don't have time to have like all these different hookups, because, you know, this stuff over here, if I could get this thing, this stuff over here requires power supplies. So you need a power supply, 9-volt power supply for each one of these pedals. You know, you remember the image down here because my camera acting like an asshole right now. But each of these pedals down here, you need a power supply for each one of them. Okay, so just imagine a 9-volt here, a 9-volt there, a 9-volt there, and a 9-volt there, and a 9-volt there. And those power supplies run $20 each. You get my drift, and you need the right power to power these bad boys. Otherwise, you can short these out, and you're wasting money on these right here. Okay, just to give you a sense, but something like this unit right here, which is the new X multi-effect MG30. Really, really good unit because it's stereo out, mono in, stereo out with a send and return. Again, you can send green cable out to another pedal, or to your favorite compressor, or to your favorite outboard EQ, or your favorite another outboard processor that you have. All right, you can send that out, process that. So in other words, you can route this in a way where the send and return is the last on the chain, and you can send this to like 1176, a distressor, a doggone LA2A, your favorite outboard compressor, whatever you want to, a EQ, a preamp. You can send it out through there. So if I need more volume for whatever reason, or the color of the sound, I can send this out to a preamp and then return that signal back into this thing right here, and it's going through the output stage, and I control the output over here on the on this unit right here. So like a guy told me in Sam Ash when I was buying pedals, he was like, man, don't waste all your money on individual pedals unless you really like dealing with that stuff. Otherwise, spend $300 or $400 on all in one unit, and you can get the same type of effect. The only thing is that this is going to be true analog over here, and this is going to be more digitalized effects with the analog feel. Okay, but it's going to take you out of the box and be creative by turning knobs and looking at this without actually looking at a computer screen. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the advantage of this unit right here. It combines all of this shit into one little box right here, man. And you can still run it through your favorite mixers or any other outboard processing and stuff like that. So that's the gist of that. I had to use this camera, and I got some fugazi shit going on right here. I'm gonna have to just hold it because I don't know what the hell's going on with it. It's just, it don't want to act right. I don't know if I threw off the XY PYZ thing, but let me see if I can control that bitch here. Y'all give me 1 second. Yeah. He dead in the water, man. Let me see if it has the tracking works. Okay, so that works right there. All right, cool. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's basically it right there, man. It reset. You bitch. All right, there it is. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, my poor baby confused, and I think I broke it. Well, that's the end of the live stream, man. Hey, man, I can't make this shit up, man. My camera really kind of like, the motherfucker is bobbing to the music, man. That shit wild as hell. I don't know what happened with it, but man, look, I'm gonna try to keep up with y'all, man. I catch y'all on the next one or whatnot. I just kind of wanted to do a video on, you know, the importance of guitar pedals and how you can use it in your studio, and use it really with you know, saying virtual instruments, and really kind of get out the box of plug-in reverbs and delays and how you could take advantage. Goddamn, you could take advantage. You can take advantage of, you know what I'm saying, using you know what I'm saying, guitar pedals as far as reverbs and delays, and you don't have to go buy a rack mounted effect processor or anything like that, and you can get away from reverbs and delays to save you some CPU time on your sound sources and everything like that. And my process, I put it on an insert as right behind the instrument, but you could definitely, god damn it, you could definitely use this motherfucker on your sends and return tracks and stuff like that. I don't know what's this camera doing, but I'll catch you guys on the next go around. And if this camera's broke, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm trying to do best. I'm trying to do my best on these damn YouTube, but I'm gonna have to go back to the old school way and use my Sony camera. Cause these little webcams, they killing my vibe, man. But anyway, man, catch y'all on the next live stream. Stay creative out there. Make sure you go ahead and check out my video with the hit keys from Hit Boy from Rompler.com, and catch you on the next go round, man. If you like this video, go ahead and like it and subscribe, and that'll be it. Until next time, man. We were doing good, but until next time, it's been your boy Super Mario, man. And I'm gonna take some of this guitar money and I'm gonna buy another damn camera. Matter of fact, I don't need to buy another camera. I just need to use what's reliable. And fuck USB cameras, man. Shit. Y'all be easy, man. Let me turn this motherfucker off. Shit. Y'all be easy though, man. That shit hilarious. I didn't look at the comments because I didn't want to get thrown off, because I just knew this camera was gonna fucking flip. Something was gonna happen technology. Y'all be easy, man. If I'm gonna mess up the stream, I gotta mess up the sound.